Ladies and gents, the coach for Utah, Kyle Whittingham, just dropped a little bit of a little bombshell here in regards to this Colorado Buffs team. We got to talk about it because there's a big shakeup now also in the Big 12. Told you it was going to get nasty. I just didn't think it would get this nasty. Roll the intro, baby, because we got to talk about it. If you forgot, yesterday the Buffs went belt to ass on the Utah Utes, handing them that fat L, putting up 49, damn near 50 on the number one defense in the Big 12. I told you this on Thursday, too. I said, this defense that Utah's going to bring, Kyle Whittingham, he is the mafia leader of the Mormons, is going to give all that he can give to this Buffalo team. They took BYU to the wire. I was like, this team's good. BYU undefeated at that point, okay? Have handled everybody. Now, it's also a little rivalry game, battle in the Utah, all that good jazz. But nonetheless, Utah, Kyle Whittingham, the guy knows what he's doing. They've got, and you have to keep in mind too, when you saw them playing yesterday, they've got like 16 tight ends that are all like 6'9" and look like they're grown men. A lot of these guys go on mission trips, so they're much older than your typical college kids. People may not know that, and it's not against the rules. I'm just letting you know these are well-seasoned men. Okay, they're 18-year-olds, probably half of them are like 2021. So they've grown up a lot. They've been working out on those mission trips. So I want to play this clip though, what Kyle Whittingham said, because it's very intriguing, very interesting to listen to, given what he's played, who he's played, and what happened last night as well. And then we're also listen to what Coach Prime had to say as well. Take a listen.
First thing I'll say is that's a very good football team that we played today. Coach Sanders done a great job of getting that thing put together. I don't think there's any doubt it's the best team we've played this year. Certainly the best group of receivers, best quarterback. Quarterback's terrific. The receivers as a group they got superstar in there obviously, but as a group they're really good. And so, okay.
We're not surprised, right? I mean, we said this on the show. We didn't even get into the secondary. We'll leave it at that. And we've been hearing, look, we've always known about the quarterback, and we've always known about the wide receiver room. What's been the difference maker this year is that defense. But for Utah, again, when their bread and butter is defense, he's gonna notice, like, damn, yeah, this wide receiver and quarterback just cooked us. Like, we ain't never had a chance. Mind you, again, they've played BYU. They've played a plethora of teams in the Big 12. Okay, they've played some guys. No doubt, this is the best team that they've played. And here's the scary part. Listen to what Coach Prime had to say, because he's 100% right. What you're about to hear is the most factual thing that I've heard all day. And I said it yesterday. I was hammering this home. Here's what he said.
Progress, and you understand that we haven't even put it all together yet. Like, we haven't even played our best game. That should be, in itself, scary. Like, man, when I said we coming, we still coming. We never stop coming. We are coming, and we ain't nearly there yet.
Look, the haters are quiet, so they're not even going to say anything now. They're in absolute shambles. They're sucking on the thumb in a fetal position somewhere, so I'm not too concerned about that because people are like, oh, there goes Coach Prime again, just bragging it. Shut up. Listen, here's the thing, okay? He's 100% right. You can watch that game and go, look, this wasn't firing all cylinders. Earlier this year, I can't remember what game it was. I said, like, look, that was the most complete it had looked up until that point, going back to last year. They've looked much better even since then. But all around, both sides of the ball, has it been complimentary? No. And yesterday, again, offensively, off to a very sluggish and slow start. Very sluggish. Could play so much better. We've seen it. It's not that we're just like, oh, like, we think they can play better because they've had... No. We've seen them play better. That's how I know. I've seen them play better than they played yesterday. That in itself is scary if you're somebody that has to play against them. Now, Kansas took down BYU yesterday. Okay? Massive. Kansas is on a run. They got Kansas this week. That team, again, the last three games, they have that scare to them because they can be what they call a trap game. But what I keep realizing is, look, Colorado and the Buffs, this team has had the mindset as like, we are every team's Super Bowl. So they're already in the mindset like there is no easy game for us. We know that. They've already adapted to that. Love that. I'm not in the screen, so give me 1 second so I can get bopped up in here, boys and girls. Look, here it is. BYU goes down. We're tied for first. Now, I get a little confusing. I know sometimes I try to think ahead, take things into consideration. I don't want to talk about, like, if what happens, right? If Colorado were to lose one of the last two games, because does that affect it? Because right now they're in the driver's seat, and that's how it needs to stay. I wanted BYU to stay undefeated because I wanted that victory for the Buffs to be much more powerful going into the Big 12 championship. You can't always get what you want. It is what it is. But Arizona, I believe Arizona State plays BYU. Iowa State plays Kansas State. This top echelon is going to get real messy real quick. The Buffs just need to win out. I don't even want to talk about the ifs and what happens because there's too much math. I ain't got time for all that. You know what I'm saying? However, it's getting interesting. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Kansas State fell as well. They were ahead of Colorado in a lot of rankings, so I imagine Colorado's going to make some jumps here with Colorado having a big win over Utah, BYU falling. Will Colorado jump over BYU? BYU lost to an unranked Kansas team, a poor Kansas team. Now, BYU is 6, so I don't think they drop way back out of the top 12. I just think that's a massive drop. They just don't usually work numbers like that. And I don't think Colorado jumps 5 spots. However, who knows? We'll see. A lot of shakeup in the SEC this week. A lot of shakeup in other conferences as well. Some big-time losses. So we'll see how this thing shakes up. But look, the Big 12, I told you it was wide open from the beginning of the season. I don't think anybody thought it would be this wide open, but it's wide open nonetheless. We're going to have another show later on this evening, okay? Because the recruits that were there, big-time stuff. Keep your eyes and ears peeled for a bat signal. Smash the like button, subscribe. I think some things be coming around the mountain when they come. You know what I'm saying? That was a massive W. You had Peggy, 100 years old, in tears. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. That woman single-handedly is going to lift this team to a playoff berth. I swear to goodness. I swear to goodness. Smash the like button, subscribe. Hope you guys are enjoying this content. It's fun when you're winning. Look good, feel good, play good, win good. You know what I'm saying? I'll see y'all boys and girls in the next one. Peace and love, baby.